Hello, second grade. Welcome to another main lesson drawing in the King of Ireland's Son. Here's our main lesson book. Here's our title page. Here is page 2. Here is page 3. Page 4. Page 5. Now yours may look a little different. This is my second book, and I did not do the colors exactly the same in the other book. And now here we are on page 6, and this is the picture we will be working on today. This is Fidelma and the King of Ireland's son at the well. So for today's drawing, I'm going to try and do the drawing on this chalkboard right here. We'll see if you can follow along a little better with me. The first thing I'm going to do is make my border. And for today's drawing, we're doing a blue border. So we'll go all the way across with our ultramarine blue, all the way down to the bottom, up and down, and across. Awesome. The next thing that we are going to do is we are going to put down some grass. I'm going to take my green block crayon and start putting down some grass. And just to give it a little bit of extra light, I'll put in some lemon yellow. Make my grass really come alive. All right, so here's the part now where we are going to add the well. So to make our well, we're going to take our brown block crayon and we're going to make a rectangle right on the ground, going about 1-2 Papa Bears across. And don't worry if it's not perfectly straight. Coming up from our well are 2 strong timbers supporting the well. And the well has a roof. A nice trapezoidal roof. They would have made the roof of the well with? If you said wood, you're probably right. But within that wood, they probably also threw in some straw, just to make the roof extra thick. So let's add in some golden yellow. That'll add in some of the straw that they would have packed in the roof to make it hold nice and tight. And down at the bottom of the well, we would have had stones. It's a stone well after all. So let's take our block crayon, you can use brown, and we'll make the shape of the stones. You know, there are people in Ireland who do stonework for a living all over the world. They're called masons. So here we're going to put in the mason stones. Looking good. And then I think in between these stones, I think there's some grass growing up near the stones. And I think there's probably a little bit of moss in these stones too. It's awfully wet and damp. So I'm going to use my blue and just add a little bit of moss to my stones. Nice work. I'm going to add a little bit of gold to my timbers. And just go over my whole well, my stick crayon, to make it look a little bit, make the lines a little sharper, a little crisper. Now that I have the shape. And next up is the poor befallen Fidelma. So take your golden yellow block crayon or stick crayon. This is actually my golden yellow block crayon. It's just so worn down. It's basically a stick crayon. And we'll start making her head. And you may be wondering, why am I making her head on the ground? Well, because she's dead. So here we have Fidelma's corpse lying on the ground. And her blue dress. You could choose a blue dress, but if you picture Fidelma in a red dress or a black dress or a brown dress or a purple dress, you could do that color. As long as you give her some arms, and then she's got one arm laying over the side because she's dead. She's just kind of laying on the ground. Oh, wrong color. Here are her hands. I didn't make her body quite long enough. Her body needs to be a little bit longer. And I think her feet are being hidden by the well. All right. And I'm going to give Fidelma, I'm going to give her some black hair. And I'm going to draw some of her hair coming down over her body. And some of her hair is out on the ground. Poor Fidelma. All right, now that we have poor Fidelma laying down by the well, we can draw in our hero. Da, da, da. And here he is, the King of Ireland's son, who does not have his hound at his heel or his hawk on his wrist. At least not for this challenge. Here he's going. I have him charging forward. He's about ready to step into that well. Let's add some hands. I think we need some pants. Legs are helpful too. shoes are helpful too. Let's give him some brown shoes. And let's give him some hair. After all, we don't want him getting sunburned while he's down off on his journeys. And here's his crown. All right. What else do we need to add to the picture? You're right. We need to put in the sky. So choose ultramarine or Prussian blue and start putting in the sky. Looking pretty good. I see my green grass is not very dark, so I'm going to darken it a little bit. Make it really pop out. And there we go. I'm also going to clean up my border here a bit. Darken that up. And I'm sure there are some more details that we could put in this picture. And I am so curious to find out what you think we could add. And I would love to see your pictures once you're done with them. Oh, that's better. This is page 6 in our books. And snip, snap, snout. Our tail is not done out. I'll see you again. Adios.